Salut tout le monde and welcome to my first ever apartment tour in Paris. So I'm just gonna show you the apartment first and then I'll go over some more of the details like how much it costs, what I like and don't like about living here, etc. And I do just want to disclaim that I have a roommate, so her side of the room I'm not going to put on camera because, you know, privacy. So let's start with the front door. So here's the front door, pretty standard, I would say. So if you turn around, the first thing, if you look to your left, is sort of like a pantry area. And yeah, it's just kind of got some umbrellas, some snacks, and then spices, olive oil, and shopping bags. So if we look at my feet, because once we walk in, this is more so my roommate's side, so we're just gonna not look at that area. But if you come over here, this is sort of the cooking area, and we've got our sink, we've got some incredible storage, honestly. So this is actually the fridge. It is rather small for two people. I will say I am used to meal prepping like crazy, and that's something I've had to kind of adjust just because of space issues. But yeah, we've got some really pretty flowers courtesy of my roommate, some hot plates that work super well, a darn oven that I still haven't figured out yet. If you have seen me on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. And then under the sink, it's just kind of normal under the sink things. If you keep going, well, first of all, let me show you. We've got some exposed beams that I just love so much. I just love it. But then if you keep going over here, we've got some more spices and stuff. And this actually opens to a dishwasher that my roommate and I rarely ever use, but it's another good place for storage. Exposed beam. We've kind of used that to hang some things on it. If you keep going, this is more so my side of the room, but we've still got a toaster, paper towels, knives, etc., and a ton more storage. So under here, this is where we keep pretty much all of the pots, pans, glasses, etc., and it kind of fits everything. We've got my peanut butter, some fruits, and of course the mask that I wear when I go outside. And this is where you keep all of the silverware. And all of this stuff actually came with the apartment. We didn't have to buy any of the cooking things. So these two drawers originally had a bunch more cookware in them, but after I did some moving around, I realized that me and my roommate weren't really using them. So I actually put some of my clothes in this drawer, which I'm not going to show you because it's more like intimates. And then this drawer is kind of just like my crap drawer. Like I just put everything in here that I don't really want out in the open. And then here is sort of my work area that I use. So we've got a chair, just some stuff under there that we don't really need to be seen, like a whiteboard, a random trash can. And then this is my, I would say, famous window. This is the one that I always post photos of. And there's a little bit of precipitation or condensation, whatever it is, on it right now, but that is my lovely view. And I just love it so freaking much. Sometimes I do see neighbors on the other side, but you know, that's Paris for ya. Oh, it's so pretty out. So anyway, if we keep looking, this is my bathroom toiletry stuff. I don't know why, but I just really don't like keeping my stuff in the bathroom. It kind of grosses me out. But anyway, if you go here, this is where we keep the washing machine. So as you've noticed, everything is kind of kept behind these very uniform sort of drawers and cabinets, which I think really makes the space seem less cluttered as opposed to having, you know, everything out in the open. And then right in there, that's just like another little storage space that has some cleaning supplies for the washing machine. We've got our vacuum, our full-length mirror, hey. It's my day off, don't judge me. And then we've got my sticky note wall, which is just a wall that I used, obviously, for sticky notes, just to help me with some inspiration for some of the products that hopefully I'll be coming out with soon, so stay tuned. Some dry laundry that I haven't moved yet. And then we have my bed, which you've seen me on if you've seen my other videos. Can't really complain. I do love that bed. Here's my little nightstand where, I'll be honest, I really don't like how cluttered all of that looks. I might try to get some like photos or picture frames or something and put those in the front and hide the stuff behind to make it look less cluttered, but that's a work in progress. I've only been here for a month. There were also these like, I guess, fold-up chairs that we had at our disposal in the apartment, so I took two of them and just sling some purses on them, put some clothes on them when I don't put them away. And this is those are my shelves. So let me get a little closer. I really love this top shelf. I think it's a perfect one for a bookshelf, and I just need to do a little more work to fill it out. But obviously I can't just, spend all my money on books right now. So this is what we've got so far. And that back there is actually a drawing that Patoche made, and it actually is also one of his tattoos. So I like to keep it there. I'll probably put it somewhere else that's a little more out in the open once I find like some command strips or anything. And then we've got some of my clothes. Those are some papers for my classes that I'm kind of choosing to ignore right now. And then these are my windows. So yeah, let me pull those up for you. So this is the view from one of my windows. It's pretty similar from the other one, but yeah, I really like being able to see some greenery. It's nice. Also brings in some more natural light. And then this is my closet. This is where I've kept my suitcase and just some other storage things, and I'm trying to get the majority of my clothes in there, but it's a work in progress. I'll give you the full view of my side, because again, we have another exposed beam that I absolutely love, and it's honestly one of my favorite things about this apartment. So let's have a chat about how much all of this costs. So I realized I actually forgot to show you the bathroom. So if you open this, we have the bathroom, and it's rather small, but it gets the job done. We've got the shower, the sink, and the toilet, and of course some more storage where we put our shower things. So it's really good. Before I get into the details of this apartment, how much it cost, how I found it, etc., if you're getting any value out of this video, please do give it a thumbs up. As you know by now, this makes me super happy, but it also gives this video a much better chance to spread to other people. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the apartment. So I am paying 650 euros for this space, and that is something that is very affordable for me, especially in Paris and with the salary that I have, which is somewhere around like 12 to 1300 euros a month. And overall, I really, really do love this space. I love the location of my apartment because there's quite a lot of, it's just a very busy street, very commercial, but also not super touristy. So I would say it feels like I'm in the city of Paris, but without all of the tourist attractions around me, which I'm very thankful for. So I feel super safe here, and just when I go out and walk in the street, I'm so happy, and then when I come into the apartment, I'm really happy. Some things that I specifically love about this apartment is all of the natural light. Previously, when I was living in an apartment in New York City, I had one window in my bedroom, and it did not really get a lot of natural light, and so I was constantly going off a very yellowy artificial light, and it just was not good for me. So I love how much natural light there is. I also love all of the storage. I really like that for the most part I can hide all of my things and it feels very not cluttered, which I appreciate. And I absolutely love that I have a washing machine here. That's something that I don't really think is necessarily in every Parisian apartment, and so it's nice just to be able to do my laundry here. I think that the cons, as much as I love the natural light, now that it is getting darker a lot earlier, the artificial light that I have access to isn't always enough. So I have a light right there. It doesn't brighten up the whole room, and then the only other light I have is on my nightstand. Whoops, right there. So the way that the room is lit up is really nice at night if you're trying to have like an ambiance, or if you're trying to like get yourself into the mode of sleeping. But if it's 6 p.m. and it's already dark outside and I want to get work done, it is not the best for that. And I think another con, and this is something that my roommate and I have both talked about, so I feel comfortable putting this online, but it is kind of hard just having an open space. Like if we had rooms or some sort of separation between our segments of the apartment, I think that that would just be a lot better for both of us. It's just kind of hard to be super, super quiet when we're both living in this more or less open space together. So that's definitely been a challenge. But other than that, I really don't have much to complain about. I mean, I'm so happy for this apartment. And for anybody who's wondering how I found it, it was actually through a friend. So in the past, before I moved to Paris, I put up a ton of apartment videos, and that was when I was in the process of searching for my own apartment. And one of the things that I say to do, the very first thing you should be doing, and something you should do consistently throughout your process of searching for an apartment, is talking to the people who you know and trying to network. And so I let all of my friends know who would potentially have a link in Paris that I was looking for a spot. And one of my best friends got back to me, and she said that she knew somebody who was trying to rent out this apartment, and so she actually went and saw the apartment in person and did the whole video tour with me while they were doing it, and I just absolutely fell in love with the space. Yeah, so I don't think that this is necessarily a normal case. A lot of times you won't be able to find an apartment until you're actually in Paris, but because I had somebody who was willing to go the extra lengths to see if I could get this apartment, I was actually able to sign a contract before I even left, and I mean, I'm just so pleased with this. Like, I could not be happier with the space. So if you have any specific questions about about the apartment hunt in Paris or anything, just let me know in the comments, and à la prochaine.